It's used to form a plural number when added to a personal pronoun or a noun referring to a person. 们 好 good 好早上 morning 早上爷爷 grandfather 爷爷 Okay, it's time to switch gears for a minute. Now, regardless of where you're from, I want all of you to think for just a second about how you greet someone in your culture if you don't say anything. I'm from the United States. I can think of a bunch of ways I might greet people depending on how familiar I am with them. I might hug them. I might kiss them once on the cheek. I could do a fancy handshake or just a plain handshake, or I might even hold both their hands. It's all quite physical, isn't it? Well, in general, physical greetings in China are quite reserved. In ancient times, men greeted each other like this, and women would greet people like this. People rarely made physical contact in public. Now, of course, times change. Now, you see all kinds of physical greetings taking place. But overall, especially compared to how physical American greetings can be, physical greetings in China are still relatively restrained. You see handshakes and head nods mostly. Among young people, you might see a hug exchanged, but that's probably about it. Now, growing up here, my Chinese friends always joked with me about giving me a Chinese hug. They would reach across and squeeze my arm, like this. Now, that's quite an affectionate way to acknowledge someone here. Okay, it's time to look at some of today's language points. And to start off with, we have a tone alert. Now, did all of you notice that both ni and hao are third tone characters? There's a rule for two third tones if they come next to each other. It's way too hard to make your voice do them side by side. Try it really quick. Ni, hao. Now try it quickly. It's hard, huh? Well, when two third tones are side by side, the first one becomes a second tone, like this. Ni, hao. It's easier, isn't it? So just remember, if it's a third tone and a third tone next to each other, ni, hao, it changes to a second tone and a third tone, ni, hao. Let's look at some more examples.
小明，你好。
你好，兰兰。
We have another tone alert. Did you hear a tone for men? This demonstrates what some call the fifth tone in Chinese, but it's not really a tone. In Chinese, it's called 轻声, which literally means light sound. It's a toneless tone, or a neutral tone, 们. Now, because we have 们separating ni and hao, they both go back to being third tone. 你们好，你好，你们好. Can you hear the difference?
老师好。
同学们好。
爷爷好。
你们好。
Now here's a test for your ears. Did any of you notice that when Xiaoming said hello to the person at the store and the person on the bus, he said 您? Sounds a lot like 你, doesn't it? Well, they both mean you. However, 您 is the formal way to say you in Chinese. Now, I know some European languages, like French, for example, have the formal and informal you. Chinese is the same. You say 您 when you want to be respectful, especially to people you don't know. 您好. Let's look at some more 您 examples.
老师，您好。
你好，兰兰。
All right, that just about wraps everything up for today. Now, don't worry if your head is swimming in the vast ocean of the Chinese language. We'll go over as much as we can what has been talked about in later episodes of 成长汉语. And you can always visit our website to review. Now, please feel free to also send us letters about the show or anything you might have questions about or any comments you might like to make. We'd love to hear from you. And whenever there is time at the end of a show, some of those letters will be read out loud, and I'll do my best to answer any questions you might have. Good luck with your Chinese studies, everybody. 加油! See you all next time. 再见.